People in the U.S. state of New Hampshire are voting in the contests to select the Republican and Democratic presidential candidates. On the Republican side, frontrunner Donald Trump is hoping for a better performance than in last week's Iowa caucuses, won by Senator Ted Cruz. The main Democratic race is between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. The tiny town of Dixville Notch cast the first votes at midnight, favoring Bernie Sanders and John Kasich. Under New Hampshire state law, towns with populations of under 100 can apply to cast their vote as the clock strikes midnight and close the polling station as soon as everyone has voted. Of the handful of voters in Dixville Notch in the early hours, 4 Democrats chose Mr. Sanders, while of the Republicans 2 picked Donald Trump and 3 went for Ohio Governor John Kasich. Mr. Sanders, a senator from neighboring Vermont and a self-proclaimed Democratic socialist, is hoping for a victory in New Hampshire over former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Ms. Clinton, who is backed by the Democratic establishment, narrowly won in Iowa. For those of you who are still deciding, still shopping, I hope I can close the deal, she said at a campaign event in Manchester on Monday. Meanwhile, Mr. Sanders told cheering supporters, "We have come a long way in the last 9 months. There is nothing that we cannot accomplish." A winter storm threatened to complicate Tuesday's voting, bringing sub-zero temperatures and a heavy fall of snow. Grassroots victory. The Republican race has been particularly fractious. Several candidates tore into Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who came a strong third in Iowa, during a televised debate at the weekend. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie accused Mr. Rubio of being inexperienced and scripted. "You have not been involved in a consequential decision," he said. Mr. Rubio was also assailed by billionaire Donald Trump and former Florida Governor Jeb Bush. Mr. Cruz, an evangelical conservative from Texas who, like Mr. Trump, is running on an anti-establishment platform, has called his win in the Iowa caucuses a victory for the grassroots. Several of the 7 Republicans on stage have staked much on New Hampshire, analysts say. Despite its small size, the state's place in the primary season gives it special importance as candidates try to build an early momentum. Over the coming months, each U.S. state will pick delegates who pledge to endorse a candidate at their party's convention in July. The victor on each side will compete in the November presidential election.